Hello and welcome to Module 2, Disc Personality Profiling. Here we see 4 quadrants: dominant, influence, compliant, and steadiness. What disc personality profiling does is identify certain human characteristics that go with these categories. The reality is we all have 4 of these in our personality types. However, 1 or 2 of them will prevail. I'm going to put in the description below a link to Tony Robbins, and you can go there and you can complete a disc personality profiling. It gets sent direct to you, because what I want you to do is discover who you are. As Socrates said, know thyself. Now, some of you might be wondering where I'm heading with this. What happens is that we go through life, we're influenced by past behaviors and experience, peer pressure, family, society, and a lot of people actually shape, shift, and mold, trying to be more in the mainstream. However, they're not living their true truth. If you want to go and be successful in any form of investing, and I discovered this when I was trading futures on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I got put through this process and I was flabbergasted, because who and what I thought I was, in reality, was slightly different. And this came out in my results and patterning of behavior. Now, some of these quadrants aren't really particularly suitable for cryptocurrency. And that's I'm referring to is the S, right? Doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means that when I'm consulting with you and the team's working with you, it's really good to know that you know who and what you are. The best combination for any type of investment is a DC. Now, dominants are problem solvers, they're direct, they're decisive, they're self-starters. Yes, they take risks. Whereas the compliant, they're very analytical, they're very accurate, conscientious, fact-finding, and high standards. When you combine these 2 factors together, you get an impeccable outcome. However, it's very rare to find people like this. If you're interested, I am a very strong DI. I'm direct, I'm decisive, I'm a creator, I've got an academy, I'm a CEO, I'm a self-starter, but I'm also influential because I talk, I educate. There's also a lot of emotion and talking, apparently, with me. Really? So go through, do this test, because once you know exactly who and what you are, you can then apply that so you're putting your best foot forward. For example, someone in the S category would not be able to comprehend without high level creating and owning your own crypto hedge fund, because that's all about managing risks and taking risk. They're just not wired for it. However, maybe a program like Accelerator could be perfect for them to get started and accelerate their growth. What I'm going to do now is go and explain to you what we have in the Academy. It's called our Doctrine of Social Proof. Now, we will go over this when we do our one-on-one and we go into the back end to verify and validate. The process goes as follows. Step 1, does this work? I.e., what I'm about to show you today, and also on the back end. Does it work? There's no point going forward with something that doesn't work. So we know the outcome for that. Then, step 2, we don't know this. Can you do this? Not everyone is wired for cryptocurrency. It's a volatile asset class. So if you're a highly emotional person, and we also too, with the Academy, we do decline people. If you've got extreme gambling problems, bipolar disorders, maybe suffering from mental disorders and depression, this is just not for you, right? If it's not for you, that's okay, because you can go and find something else that does work for you. And then step 3, can you make money? Now, we as an academy know step 1 and step 3 outcome. So once we've had our consultation, and then once we've gone through the back end and done the online tour, you will be able to answer step 2, yes or no. If it's no, hey, that's great, part as friends. If it's yes, then we look at steps moving forward. Now you can see how the DISC personality profile links together with this. So that's it for module 2. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something, and I'll be seeing you very shortly in the next module.